What up, Boxing World 12 Rounds TV? Bradley versus Vargas, post-fight results. My prediction on this one was, um, pretty solid. At least this one. I said Bradley would win via unanimous decision, and he did. Let's talk about the first to 11 rounds, and then we'll talk about what happened on the 12th round. Bradley came out aggressive. He's the aggressor on this fight, and it didn't surprise me. Like I said, veteran versus a young guy. Bradley's more experienced, even though Bradley, I don't understand it, man. Bradley's an elite fighter. He's fought the best, and for some reason, he still makes rookie mistakes. You know what I mean? Like being reckless, and I don't know, man. But anyway, still, it showed that he's got the better approach and a lot more experience, like I said, compared to Vargas. On the other hand, Vargas, he did all right. He did all right. He was not, not too many people actually believe, I didn't think so, that Vargas would actually win against Bradley. I don't think so. I mean, a small percentage of people probably, but coming to the fight, he was a 4-1 underdog, so it didn't really surprise me of the outcome. Like I said, Bradley came in very aggressive. He threw a lot of punches. It was a good fight. It wasn't a great fight. It was a good fight because, like I said, both fighters, decided that they want to really go toe-to-toe and stuff, Bradley threw a lot more punches. If I was Vargas, I would let my hands go. He didn't let his hands go as many as he should. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially being an underdog and fighting a guy that's already been there, done that. A true welterweight guy. He's got to come. He's got to come forward, and he's got to let his hands go, and he's got to be the aggressor. He let Bradley be the aggressor, already the favorite to win, and what do we expect, right? Bradley caught Vargas a lot of big shots, and I have to give it to Vargas. He's got great chin, and he's got good. He can take some punches, right? Bradley hit Vargas a lot of solid hits to the temple, and Vargas took it like a champion. He didn't go down, he didn't get knocked down, he didn't get wobbled. A few times there, we know he was hurt, but he just smiled at it. He's a young guy, he's upcoming. This was like, sort of an addition for him. If he's gonna be fighting a welterweight from now on. If you guys know already, both fighters came in at 146.4, and Vargas a little bit much taller than Bradley, about 5'10", 5'11", something like that, 4 or 5 inches of height advantage. But Bradley's a short dude, but he's a much heavier guy. I feel like Bradley needs to be in a taller dude. He's stocky, he's thick. But he's short, and I saw the stuff there that Bradley did as far as what he did against Pacquiao, the rematch, when he tried to land that big shot. I believe Bradley wanted to knock out Vargas, just to prove a point that, this kid is not going to bully me. This kid is, is easy work, So he tried to get that knockout punch. Like I said, Bradley's never been a hard hitter or known for being a big puncher, but he did landed some shots, like I said, against Vargas. And very solid shots against his temple, and but like I said, Vargas took it like a champ. It was a good fight because they went toe to toe. Both fighters went toe to toe, even though, like I said, Vargas didn't throw as many punches as I thought he would, and so does his corner. And I don't know, it's a learning, it's a learning experience, right? It's his first fight against somebody like Bradley. But like I said, I don't know, man. I don't know why Bradley sometimes still makes those rookie mistakes, or being careless. That's why, if you guys notice, Vargas landed a lot of jabs and a lot of big shots too against Bradley, and he wobbled them. Because like I said, all the rookie mistakes that Bradley is doing, he shouldn't be making those mistakes. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect, but for a guy like Bradley fighting somebody like Vargas, shouldn't be making those kind of mistakes. Had he, but like I said, Vargas is lucky also that Bradley's not a big puncher. Vargas had Vargas fought somebody like Pacquiao, Kell Brook, Keith one-time tournament or Mayweather, then he would have gone down. You know what I'm saying? He would have gone down. I mean, he took a lot of shots. He took a lot of shots, body shots, and hits to the temple against Bradley. And like I said, Bradley is never known. He's not really known for a heavy puncher and a knockout artist. You know, even though he's knocked some people out before, but he's not somebody that's, you know, really knock out people, you know, on the regular. But it was a good fight, like I said. I don't know what it is, man, about Bradley. There's always some controversies about his fights. You know, I don't know if that's his luck or whatever. You know, he fought Chavez. You know, it was a draw. I thought he won that fight. He fought Pacquiao. He won when he should have lost. Now we got, okay, let's talk about the 12th round, right? I guess, what's his name, man? Pat, I can't remember. Anyway, the referee, right? The referee, he's an older dude. You know, he's an older dude, and not that I'm disrespecting the referee for any reason. You know, sometimes when you get a certain age, maybe it's time to retire. You know what I mean? Especially when you're refereeing, you know, big fights like this. You know, I mean, it's not a very big fight, but you know, it's a decent fight. And making, you know, mistakes like that, you know, rookie mistakes on the referee, you know, when you hear a bell when you didn't really hear the bell and stop the fight, it leaves questions, and that's something that we don't want to see in boxing. When, you know, it leaves questions. So what happened was this, right? And you guys already know. I'm just giving you guys my thoughts. On the 12th round, I think the last 15 seconds, stuff like that, or 20 seconds, Vargas caught Bradley. And Bradley was wobbled. You know, I thought he was gonna go down, but he stuck it out, and he remained standing up. And pretty much there was maybe like 7 seconds, right? 7 seconds, 8 seconds left on the bell, and the referee got in the middle of, you know, Vargas trying to finish Bradley, and he goes, "It's over. That's it. You know, it's time. It's over." And then and Vargas automatically freaking threw his hands up like he thought he won. And not to discredit Vargas, that's what it seemed like. You know what I mean? Like, it's over. You know, it's over. It wasn't no Vargas mistake. This was no Vargas mistake. I didn't think so, at least. It was a referee's mistake. But, however, yes, Bradley was wobbled and was caught with a really good shot. But with less than 10 seconds time left, you know, I don't think that Bradley would have got knocked down. I mean, he could have easily took a knee and still won the fight, right? You know what I mean? It doesn't have enough time in the clock. But for Vargas to wait that long to actually start, you know, throwing some big punches and actually letting his hands go, it's kind of too late. You know, we've seen that to a lot of fighters. You know, when you start getting in the rhythm, it's too late. It's too late. You know what I mean? It's too late. Should have done that in the early rounds. But credit to Vargas for not getting knocked out or knocked down. But on the other hand, you know, it's easy work, right? Easy work for Bradley. You know, it was nothing to it. You know, he pretty much, he taught the kid a lesson. You know what I mean? He taught the kid a lesson. You know, it's not a bad thing. You know, it's just that I don't think Vargas is still is truly ready for welterweight. Like I said, there's a lot. Welterweight is stacked. You know what I mean? A lot of good fighters in that division. And you know what Vargas showed us, his performance against Bradley. He's not gonna make it, not as of yet. You know, maybe train up a little bit, gain some more knowledge, and learn from the mistakes that he did against Bradley, and come back next time. But no, you know, was his first loss. You know what I mean? His first loss on his undefeated record, and I mean, it's okay, it's all right. It's a learning lesson, right? You learn something every day, and congratulations to both fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my prediction on this one was Bradley wins unanimous decision. I just didn't think that 12-round controversial would happen, even though a lot of people say, oh yeah, now, you know, Vargas is gonna demand a rematch. Now Vargas has questions, and his corners has questions, and his fans has questions whether, you know, Bradley could have been knocked out. No, bro. You know, that's really ridiculous. You know, I'll give Vargas maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 rounds, and that's being generous, you know, against Bradley. But he wasn't gonna win. You know, like I said, had he knocked out Bradley on that punch, which he did, caught Bradley with a solid punch on a 12th round, but it wasn't enough to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? We know a knockout when it happens, right? You know, Bradley should have been down out there. You know, I mean, he was still on his toes and wobbled and dizzy. Like I said, he could have covered up or took a knee and still won the fight. You know what I mean? It was a good shot, you know what I'm saying? He caught because, like I said, Bradley makes rookie mistakes and shit. And, you know, and Bradley fought somebody like Pacquiao or Mayweather or, you know, Kell Brook or Keith one time to him, and he performed like the way he did against Vargas, he would have got knocked out too, you know what I mean? But, you know, Bradley is not known for having the solid, a very good chin. He's not known for that, you know? He's been wobbled so many times, even with Pacquiao, you know what I mean? 2 fights with Pacquiao. He's been wobbled. You know what I mean, he's just not. He doesn't have the best chin in the world, you know. But he's a solid fighter. I mean, he's in the division, you know, at welterweight for a reason. And like I said before, veteran, experienced, elite fighter like Bradley versus a young cat like Vargas. You know, like I said before, I'm not a gambler. I'm not a heavy gambler, but I do gamble. But if I was to put my money on that fight, like I said on my prediction, if you guys didn't watch it, it's there. It would have been, I would have played it safe and obviously still put my money on Bradley, the veteran, the elite, the more experienced guy. It didn't surprise me. The only thing that really made it interesting was the 12th round. The referee got in the middle and said, yeah, it's over. And Vargas, man, he celebrated, and I thought, like, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? And to be honest with you guys, I didn't see it. I didn't hear the bell or anything like that either, you know. But and I'm not in the ring, but you know, I really thought Vargas won. Like, it's over. That's so I don't blame Vargas for acting the way he did. You know what I'm saying? For reacting the way he did. I don't blame him at all. You know, it was an honest mistake. But the referee shouldn't be making that kind of mistakes. Like I said, you know, nothing against people that are old. You know what I'm saying? I'm not prejudiced against referees that are old and veterans, but you know, they do have to pay attention to those stuff. You know what I mean? It causes, even though we know that Bradley could have still won, it causes and it creates commotions, it creates controversies, and not to mention it creates questions. Now Vargas is gonna want a rematch if he wants to, even though I still think he'll lose to Bradley. You know what I'm saying? Even if they rematch 10 times, you know what I mean? He's gonna lose to him. You know, if he performs the way he did tonight. Obviously, if he gains some lessons and you know, perform quite well later on, he might win. You know what I'm saying? He might be ready for welterweight. But as of right now, the way he performed, not letting hands go, and you guys see it. You know, Eric Morales keep telling him, hey, you gotta let your hands go. You gotta let your hands go. And I think Vargas was surprised. You know what I'm saying? He thought he could take Bradley, and I never thought so. I told you guys, you know, my prediction that I think Vargas is gonna find out, and you know that fighting elite fighters, you know what I'm saying, welterweights, stuff like that, you know, they're different level. You know, just like how Broner found out against Maidana, right? You know, you think you know until you get in the ring, and they'll be like, oh snap, this is not what I expected. You know, they're in that division for a reason. Welterweight is dangerous. You know what I mean? It's a lot of heavy, a lot of solid guys in that division. You know, that's why it's the most paid division of all the divisions. You know, but like I said, hell, what if Vargas, you know, had Vargas face somebody like Canelo or Golovkin, or Golovkin is middleweight, but I'm saying had Vargas face somebody like Canelo at welterweight, then you know what I'm saying, it would have been destroyed. I think Vargas needs to move back down and you know, hone his skills and practice more, perform more, and you know, take some advice from the best like Eric Morales. You know, his mentor, his coach, his trainer. You know, that's all I really heard from Eric Morales. Hey, bro. Hey, man, you gotta let your hands go. Because, like I said, he threw 1-2, 1-2 and a heavy shot, and he let Bradley just annihilate him, like freaking boss him, like bully him around. You know what I mean? That's not the way to go. It's not the way to win a fight. You know what I mean? Especially if you're the underdog, you're gonna want to win. You're gonna want to take that title, right? So you should be the aggressor. You know what I mean? If you're fighting a guy that you know you're underdog against, you're gonna want to come forward. You're gonna want to let your hands go. You're gonna want to do everything in your power to try to take that title. You know what I'm saying? Or try to win that title. You know, you're not in that division. You know, you're trying to get in that division, so it's like your audition. You know what I mean? You're auditioning for that division so you can get better fights and test your skills. But he found out, you know, last night that his skill as of yet is not quite ready. You know what I'm saying? He will be ready in the future, but not quite as of yet. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna mention this again. I don't know what it is with Bradley, man, in his fights. There's always something funny going on, some freak stuff happen, some controversies, but yeah, regardless of what happens, if Vargas wants a rematch or not, not as of yet. Even if it's 6 months from now, he's not gonna win against Bradley. Not the way he performed. I don't think if that Bradley's gonna afford him the rematch. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. We don't know. But he performed the same way he did. He's not gonna win. You know, he gotta let his hands go. He's a good puncher now. You know, maybe work on, you know, a lot of combos. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys seen Bradley throw a lot of combos, and some of them were a lot of, you know, Bradley made a lot of rookie mistakes, and it's funny. Yeah, it was a funny fight. It was a good fight. Like I said, nobody was running around, hiding around. You know, both fighters were not reluctant of going toe to toe against each other. So it was a good fight. Overall, my assessment of the whole fight, it was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? It was a good fight, and I wasn't surprised that Bradley won. Just the last round that I thought, man, what the heck, bro? In the 12th, you're doing so good throughout 11 rounds, and now in the 12th round you get caught. And but as soon as Bradley wobbled and stuff like that and going down, he had, you know, Vargas had about 10-20 seconds to try to finish him off. He didn't. You know, like I said, he didn't throw as many punches as I thought he would. He should have just annihilated him before that even referee get in the middle. But, you know, with 8-7 seconds left in the clock, it wasn't enough. You know what I mean? Even if he knocked down Bradley, the clock would run out, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Bradley would still win. Unless it was like a cold knockout, like how Marquez did Pacquiao and stuff like that. Or how Pacquiao did Ricky Hatton. So that would have been awesome. But, you know, awesome win for Vargas and very impressive win for Vargas. But, you know, it didn't happen last night. So, let me know what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? Bradley won via unanimous decision. Easy work. And Vargas, he's got some skills. You know what I'm saying? He caught Bradley. You know, but like I said, you just gotta let his hands go. And maybe come back later on. You know what I mean? Leave me some comments, people. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.